Hey guys, Blake Gillen with Longview Martial Arts Academy here. Of course, here with Angel Moncada. We're here for our Monday workout on April the 6th. This is for our adult workout, or our adult taekwondo workout. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on some drill work that I want you working for your sparring. Here's the deal. When we spar, you think, well, can I spar without having a partner in? Here's the deal. Yes, I can. Because even in class, we'll do this where we do what's called shadow sparring, or we call no contact sparring, right? And there's some benefits to it. Obviously, the negative side of sparring with no contact or without a partner is because I don't get the feedback on how I'm sparring. The feedback meaning I don't get hit, right? If I do something wrong and there's contact, I put my hands in there, I get hit. If I open up, I get hit. If I'm not moving well, I get hit, right? But, and also, are my strikes working? Are my strikes hitting my target? That's kind of the good thing about sparring. But here's the deal though, you've got to kind of actually balance out. This is why we even do this at our school, where we kind of trade off doing a combination of shadow sparring and contact sparring. The shadow sparring, yeah, I don't get the feedback, but here's where I can do. On the flip side, if I look at contact sparring, it's great because I get feedback and I see how my techniques are working. The downside is though, what a lot of people do is when they start sparring, they start having contact, because they're worried about getting hit, obviously, they're going to kind of shelter into more of what they're comfortable using, right? If I've got a good lead leg side kick and a good reverse, I may throw that a lot because I can get away with it real well. But every time I throw a spin heel kick or a turning racket, I get popped, right? Because I've got openings or I'm not throwing them efficiently, right? So what do? If I'm only sparring with contact all the time, I never throw those. And so those tools don't get worked. They don't get sharpened, right? And this is where one of the benefits of having the shadow sparring or the no contact sparring is. It allows me, we have a little saying, add tools in my toolbox. I can drill and work. And then we'll actually do, of course, drill work where I have contact, but I'm working drills that are controlled with my partner, where I'm working on actually throwing them efficiently to see if I'm making contact. And then we throw it in the mix with free sparring and say, okay, now I get my feedback. How's that work gone? How am I getting better on those tool sets? Am I getting better on those combinations? Do I still have holes in my game that I need to tighten up? Then that's where we go back to drawing board and we can work drill set, combination work, bag work, or shadow boxing. So we're going to give you some drill sets I want you to work on and get you a good run through on, and then we've got a great ab cruncher at the end to finish up that core, right, to finish up the day. But what I want you starting off with is we're going to be starting off with our basic jab cross. If you can, the best way to do this, and some of you guys have punching bags at home, great, you can work them on there, but for this first set, I don't want you to be hitting a bag or a target. If at all possible, I want you to try to find a mirror, somewhere that you can get, you can go in your bathroom if you had to, use your mirror right there, because you don't need a lot of space for this drill, right? I'm going to line up in that good guarding stance. And what I'm going to be looking for, going to set up that good guard, is I want to be working that jab cross. Now the first 2 minutes to 3 minutes you're going to work is going to be very slow and steady. One jab out, and you're going to hold it out. As I do my cross, I'm going to be pulling that hand back and switching the other hand. This is what I want to see, that as I'm striking, I'm always bringing the hand back to cover, either cover up, or it should be setting up in a position to go ahead and follow up with another hit. But here's the deal, what a lot of bad habit students will have is they get so relaxed when they're punching, they'll throw their jab, and then when they punch, the other one just kind of drops down, and they're leaving all this open right here. So I want you to spend about 2-3 minutes of just working very methodically, technique-wise. Line up, 1, 2, not even fast, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is where it's good to use a mirror because you can get feedback from that mirror. You're seeing, am I placing those hands in a good position? Once I've got them down, then I can start speeding them up. And for the next 2-3 minutes, you can start rocking those jabs out. And this is where I can get onto a bag, actually hit a target. Or again, if I don't have a bag or target, all of these drills I'm going to give you can be done in a living room space. Back years ago when I was living in an apartment with a couple roommates and all spread out, guess what? I cleared stuff out of my living room. All these drills, I could work in a small little tight living room space. So even if you don't have a big workout room or a yard or anything to work in, don't let that be your excuse not to work these. Find your space, clear out some room in there, and you can work and drill these techniques. So now we get the jab cross in there. That's going to be about 5 minutes of work. Again, about 2 to 3 minutes of slow, steady, and then about 2-3 minutes of popping those hands out fast. Now we're going to start adding those in with some follow-up kicks, right? And we're going to adding them in with a few basic combinations that I want you working. Again, they're not going to be advanced combinations at this point. These are just sharpening those tools up and keeping them working together. I want them to be throwing fast and effective, okay? So the first one's going to be working our lead leg. We're going to set that fire off with that jab, cross, and then he's going to follow up with any lead leg strike. He can fire with that lead leg round kick, or he can fire with that lead leg side kick. Jab, cross, side, any technique he wants to work. But I would probably start off kind of easy working that lead leg round kick. Again, very important, you need to be jump changing, switching those legs both sides on there. That's going to be your first combo I want you working. And each one of these, you're going to work for 5 minutes. So for 5 minutes straight, you're going to be working jab, cross, setting up that lead leg round kick. Then we're going to follow up with our spin techniques. We're going to follow up with our spin side kick. On this, how we typically set them up, I usually want there to be a good ergonomics between my body. So when I set up, I'm throwing that jab, I should follow along with setting up my punch up to flow into my kick. So usually when I'm throwing a spin, my last strike is usually going to be that lead hand because it's adjusting, setting my body up to follow that spin. Now, these are not laws. There is no law in sparring. So, oh, you can only throw a lead hand before you throw a spin. No, I can throw that back and then I can follow up with a quick jump spin if the opportunity presents itself. But these are kind of just good tips to kind of train in because this is typically how they're going to run. So I'm going to set up now. I can either set up starting with my reverse hand, follow my lead hand, and then I'm going to follow up with that spin, side kick straight ahead that target, spin and side, right there. Or if you want to take the reverse hand out, I can just set up with a quick lead hand jab and flow right into that spin side kick jab. Boom, side kick right there. The third one is going to be taking, instead of doing the spin side kick, this will be a little bit more for my advanced students, okay? Red and above. Green, blue, and purple belts can do it if you've been through the heel kick, but if not, this is more for my red and above, is setting up with that spin heel kick. So, from here, setting up that either that lead hand or the reverse hand first, one, and then follow that spin heel kick. That's right. One, boom, heel kick, or you can start with a reverse hand. One, lead into that lead, 1, 2, and then boom, spin heel right off of it. So right over here, Mr. Mancata, that's going to be your combination. So, for white, orange, and yellow belts, at least you're working the jab cross. You're going to do that drill for everybody, and then you're going to be setting up that jab cross lead leg round kick drill. You're going to do a 5-minute set, take a break, and then do another round. 5-minute set, take a break. We're going to do another round, 5-minute sets. Everybody's going to get 15 minutes of sparring combinations. If you're green, blue, and purple belt, you're going to start with the jab cross round kick, 5 minutes of that. Then you're going to feed into 5 minutes of the jab cross, the lead hand jab and the spin side kick. And again, if you don't know the spin heel kick, just do 2 sets there. For my red belts and above, you're going to work all 3 sets, 5 minutes each one. So, jab, cross, turning round kick. I'm sorry, not turning round kick. Jab, cross, lead leg round kick. Oh, jab, cross, lead leg. Jab, cross, lead leg round kick. Then you'll work either just the lead hand or reverse lead following that spin side kick. Boom, and then the spin heel kick. Each one of those you're going to work 5 minutes on, okay? So again, beginners, if you're going to spin heel kick, that's way above my level right there. That's all right. Just do 3 sets of 5 minutes of the jab, cross, round kick, okay? Everybody should get that. When you're done, so that should be at least 15 minutes to 20 minutes of sparring. 5 minutes on the jab, cross, and all those combinations. Now we're to the ab cruncher. And this is how it's going to run. We got 6 exercises. We're going to be focused on the core right here. Core is a very important part when we talk about our sparring. So we're going to be doing these for 1-minute sets and then a 30-second rest. So you're going to start with a 1-minute sit-up, 30-second rest, 1 minute of sit-up wraps, on down through these. So I'm going to take you through each one of these so you know how to perform them, okay? Mr. Mancata, scoot back just a little bit for me there and then go and come on in. So for the sit-up, pretty easy. Sit-up, standard sit-up. You can either have knees or feet on the ground, or you can pick the feet up and have the knees raised on there. Either one's fine. Not bringing them in, just kind of if you want to raise the knees up, that's it. Having it stationary, and that's fine. Either one's fine. You're doing a minute of sit-ups. Then you're doing a 30-second break. The next one is what we call sit-up wraps. This is where you're going to start actually sitting up on your tailbone, crunched together. You're actually going to extend the legs out as you open the arms up. So he's going to extend and open the arms up and then wrap back. Extend and open. There you go. And wrap back. Extend and wrap back. And we're going to work those for 1 minute on there, okay? Relax. The next one are what we call leg presses. These I'm laying on my back. Knees are going to be coming into the chest right here. Now I can just extend them straight out and back in. That's a good level 1 basic one on there. If you want to make them a little more challenging, as you extend your legs out, push your body up and extend out. So around here, so starting from that crunch position, he's going to raise straight up and push his legs straight up in the air. Boom, right there, coming up on the shoulders and then straight up. Boom, so if you want a little bit more challenge, you can either do the straight out back or you can shoot them up in the air. Those are going to be 1 minute. The next one after that are the leg climbers. You're going to get into a sit-up position. Knees are going to be bent. He's going to extend one leg straight up. Not straight up, but kind of at an angle about right here. He's going to sit up and he's literally going to climb up and touch his toes. So I do 1, 2, boom, that's it. This, you're going to do 30 seconds on one leg, and then you switch to the other side on there. Now watch those feet there, man. Stretch that leg out and extend them out. Boom, right there. 1, 2. So 30 seconds each leg. It'll be a minute. After that, we're going to scissors. This is where you're going to be laying flat. Both feet are off the ground. One leg's extended, the other one's straight up in the air. And you're going to hold 2 seconds. So ready, switch. Just count 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're doing that for a straight minute. So you're putting that little hold to get that ab crunched in on there. The last one is going to be Mason twist. And these, you'll sit up again, angled up right here, and you're bringing your hands across each side. Again, there's two ways you can fire this off, like Mr. Mercado's doing here. If you want to add a little extra work, have your knees crisscross in alternate directions. So if I'm bringing my hands to the right, I'll actually kind of turn my knees over to the left. So I'm really arching that body and going right. But either one's fine. So working those Mason twists. So those are the 6 exercises, how you're going to perform them. 1 minute on, 30 seconds rest. 1 minute on, 30 second rest. Now, for level 1, the minimum everybody's got to do is you're going to do that 2 complete rounds. So all the way through, and then you'll start back over and do another set. You can take a little 1 minute, 2 minute break in between after you finish the set to kind of cool off and then go back to it. That's for level 1. If you want to step up a little tighter to level 2, you're going to do it 3 times. If you're going for the big level 3, Miss Works put a little wow on there for that one, you're going to do that 5 times through on there. So run that workout. Get those posts on there if you can get them on there. Post with your video. Let us know what level you got to. Did you do level 1, level 2, level 3? We'll see how many can get up to that level 3. But here's the deal. Even if you're getting, no matter which level you do, the number one thing is push yourself. Get that full exertion as hard as you can as you work out. So that's going to be our adult workout. So you got about 20 minutes of shadow sparring with those drill sets. And then, of course, burn out with those ab crunchers. Get on that workout, and we will see you guys on the next video.